Hello, Forest Highlands members. We are so close to opening things up here, as you know, with it being late spring, early summer. We're actually standing here on the Canyon Golf Course, and as you know from our last videos, we are so much more enthusiastic and optimistic about the conditions that you're going to be enjoying for our 2026 summer season ahead. Today, obviously, I'm sharing the camera with our good friend Bill Abbey, our Director of Agronomy, who's celebrating 37 years with us this year. But in the middle, we have a very special guest, our newly partnered up golf course architect, Mr. Phil Smith. Phil, thank you so much for being with us
Thanks
today.
for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. So I just concluded our April board meeting. So as you can see, I don't have as much sun as these two fine gentlemen do because I've been indoors. But Phil's been touring the facility with Bill. And Phil, what are your first impressions for the spring of 26 versus the spring of 25?
First thought is green. It looks great. You know, Bill and his team are doing an amazing job. We toured last spring, you know, we had a tough winter, but they came out of that like champions. And so it just looks terrific. It's a very nice presentation to the eye, and I think the members are going to love it.
Well, thank you so much, Phil.
Yeah.
And Bill, congratulations on the nice compliments coming from such an esteemed architect.
Yeah, Phil has talked about how different it is this year. He didn't really like what he saw last year with trying to figure out mow lines and where we were going to try to have grass. And this year he doesn't have to do anything, just kind of look and see what we've done and say that it looks great.
Well, congratulations on that.
Yep.
And so to rewind a little bit, as you all know, you know, on the very end of 2024 is when we announced our new partnership with Phil Smith being our future golf course architect. And he has truly, you know, taken the mission of preserving and protecting Mr. Tom Weiskopf's tradition and design elements here on both the Canyon and the Meadow golf course. And as you can see, we're standing on a construction site. So we're in the midst of a tee renovation here on the Canyon. You're going to see new mow lines out there on both golf courses, both the Meadow and the Canyon. So Phil, talk to us a little bit, and Bill, fill in kind of what we're looking at today, why we are working on the tee boxes here at the Canyon, and what you were able to present as far as opportunities on some of those characteristics of the golf course for this next season.
Yeah, so mow patterns are easy. You know, over time, things change and evolve as we maintain golf courses. It's human nature to not want to scalp the higher turf, and so you always kind of work your way in. So a lot of the bunkering had gotten a little disconnected from fairways, and so we've reconnected that with some of the mow patterns. You'll see it for a couple of years, and then that'll all kind of blend back together. But that connection and that reconnection of the bunkers to the fairways to the rough was really an important factor, and it's an easy thing to do. You know, you can't really make a mistake doing that. The other thing are, you know, you have so many par threes on the Canyon course, and you always need more tee space. You can never have enough tee space. And so we looked at, you know, the 6th hole, the 8th hole, the 10th hole, you know, 14, a little bit of work there, but it's really just about sort of squashing these tees out, broadening the base so that you have more flat area to play from. It makes some new angles. It creates some fun, you know, little different angles to play from, but it's not a big change. You're not going to notice a whole lot, except Bill will, because of the wear and tear on the tees and repairing divots and those kind of things. But, you know, Forest Highlands and especially the Canyon course is such a iconic place. And it doesn't, you know, the bones are so good here. We don't have to do a whole lot, but it's these small little details that I think just kind of keep taking us to that next level.
Well, thank you for that explanation. Yeah, I know those subtle tweaks, right?
Right.
And it's exciting for us to document this, not only through the videos that we're making, but also we're going to be proud to share this to the golf world, right? Because this is a renovation of our Canyon golf course, #2 currently in the state, former top 100. We're going to work really hard to get it back in the top 100 with both of your help. So Bill, tell me about, with those new mow patterns, I saw you on a few mowers this year. You must have had some fun getting out there and actually executing on some of those deliverables.
Yeah, that was the most fun I've had in almost 2 years. Well, a year. Last year I didn't get to do it because there wasn't enough grass to cut in the spring because it was all half dead. This year I had a lot of fun following Phil's recommendation. We went a lot wider in a lot of these places. Sometimes a mower or mower and a half width towards a bunker. So you are going to see some new shapes. It's going to be very visually appealing. Your ball may end up in a new spot with a tight lie rather than a rough lie from last year. So you will require a couple of different shots in your bag. It's going to add a little bit of fun to the golf course and maybe a little more challenge here and there. But yeah, I had a great time hopping on the mower, getting to do my contours. Some of them have already disappeared a little bit, so I have to go out with a paint gun and change it back to where I was, but it's a process and it's super fun for me.
Yeah, well, all your positive energy and your support, Phil, are obviously very much appreciated. And I know the whole team, not only on the agronomy side, but the golf operations side and all of the other departments that we have here at Forest Highlands, couldn't be more excited to welcome back our members here shortly. We're only a couple days away from our soft opening on the Meadow course, and Mike Dries and the team are so excited to get that off the ground. And I know we might even share some of our Canyon team members to support them, since we're still in the early hiring phase. So it's all hands on deck right now. We're very proud of the product that you're going to be enjoying this year. Just want to give a slight disclaimer that the fact that we are standing on sand right now, right? We're only about 2.5 weeks away from opening up the canyon. So when we do reopen these tees, there might be some limited tee areas. And obviously you're going to see some fresh sod lines as it grows in with the warmer temperatures. So we appreciate your patience on just allowing that grow-in phase to take place. But by the first, second week of June, you know, it should be hardly visible, other than some of the native grasses that were disrupted with the machinery that they had to bring in and out. That'll take a little bit of time to reestablish itself. But Phil, thank you so much for joining us here at Forest Highlands. We know how busy you are with all your projects. He just got back from Scotland on one of his dream assignments. So we are so blessed to have him and his expertise and his entire team behind him. He's locally based down in the valley. So if we ever need him, he is there for us and always willing to pick up the phone or shoot us a nice text message. And Bill, congratulations on a great start to the year. Looking forward to it going all the way through.
Phil's planning on coming up again next week. So just to take a look at the construction process. And today's Tuesday that we're doing this video. Sod is coming tomorrow. So these tees will all be sodded as of tomorrow.
Great. Well, thanks for the updates. Thanks for making the time. And thanks for sharing your story with our team. And once again, I know the membership is so excited to get to know you. So we won't just have you come out in the early spring when they're not here. We'll have you come out later this summer too, when you can enjoy a cool down and enjoy everyone's energy. All right.
Sounds good. It's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, members. We will see you soon.